Amanda, what did you find made Sandercock so effective tonight?
I mean, she got ahead in counts and threw pitcher pitches, so she was definitely effective. We started barreling things up towards the end there, so that was good to see. That'll be good to carry us into tomorrow and then the game on Saturday as well.
Amanda, did you think that when Taylor hit that ball, it was going to go over the wall?
I thought there was a chance. Yeah, I was hoping. She definitely got a good piece of it. Just needed a couple more feet.
You guys only finished with 2 hits, but it seems like you hit a lot of balls hard just right at people. Is that kind of what you saw out there?
Yeah, that's what was said. We barreled a lot of things up. We did start to see the pitches that we hit well. We started to swing at those, and we definitely started to barrel things up and see things well. So that was a good little momentum into tomorrow.
Yeah, how do you approach game 2? What did coach kind of tell you? Because as you've seen in this series, it doesn't necessarily mean the end. It could be just the start of the series, really.
Yeah, I mean, we've been in this spot many times where we've lost game 1 and come back and won the next 2 to win the series. So we're not worried. We're just going to go out there and play our game tomorrow and do what we do.
How did she feel about Shelby's performance in the circle tonight?
She did outstanding. I'm really proud of her. All the work that she's put in this season has definitely paid off in the circle. And she was looking great tonight and just doing what she does. And she did fantastic.
Any more questions for Amanda? All right, thank you, Amanda. Are there any questions for Shelby?
Shelby, I guess just what are your thoughts? Well played game, well pitched. I'm muted. No, I'm not muted. Well pitched game. I know it didn't work out the way you wanted, but I'm sure that was exciting to be a part of.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think we did well both defensively and offensively. We had a lot of balls hit hard that just went right to people. And we made some defensive plays that were good, that helped us. I think it's funny, we kind of joke about it, but we hardly ever win the first game. And I think that's something that we feel off of. It pushes us. We're the Fighting Tigers for a reason. So I think that, we never do anything easy. We always find the way to do it a hard way and make it interesting. So, I just think that that's kind of where we're at right now. We just put our head down, go back to work tonight, go back and see what we could have done better, see how we prepare for tomorrow. And we just come out ready to play our hearts out and play LSU softball tomorrow.
Kind of take us through your approach as a hitter, and when you're up against a pitcher who's, on their game, I guess. Obviously, the more at bats you get, the more comfortable, the more looks you get. Do you feel like you just kind of ran out of at bats tonight?
Yeah, I think so. I think we just couldn't get the timely hit when we needed it. In the last inning, Doyle hit that line shot to third. It was a great hit. It was just right to someone. Earlier in the game, Taylor Pleasance hit a ball to the warning track that just kind of, if it's a little bit lower, it potentially goes out. So I just think that we just hit some balls right to people, and we hit some hard shots. The ball that Georgia hit the last at bat, it was a hard ground ball. It was to them. They played really well. So I just think that, we just have to come back and we just have to figure out a way to make things happen and get those timely hits.
How did you feel about your performance in the circle tonight?
I think everything was working. I think overall, I threw a well enough game. My defense made some plays behind me. We have to score to win, and I think that's something that we've seen throughout this year is that, we have to be able to score. We have to be able to manufacture a run somehow, some way. So I just think that, overall, I think we played a well game offensively and defensively. We just have to find a way to make something happen.
There were a couple of balls that were near the warning track, but just didn't fall in the right spot. Just how frustrating was that?
It's a game of failure and it's a game of just chance, So I just think, we can't get frustrated about it. We just have to come back and go to work again and figure out how to make balls fall. If you have faith and you trust the plan, then, it's going to happen. We just have to have faith in the abilities that we have and just trust what's to come.
Shelby, when Taylor hit the ball in the bottom of the fourth, did you think it was going out?
It had potential. You know, it's hard to hit home runs at Tiger Park, especially with the wind blowing in. So off the bat, it looked like it could potentially have gone out, but you know, it happens.
What was your perspective on the one run they scored? It looked like it was a pretty good throw from the outfield. They just kind of beat the slide, beat the tag up.
Yeah, Taryn made a great throw. You know, she's one of our strong outfielders, and she has an amazing arm. And you know, we couldn't have asked her to do anything more. She did what she was supposed to. She did what we asked her to do, and what she does every day in practice. You know, and I think it could have gone a lot of ways. I think if the balls hit a little bit shorter, I think, you know, we could have just not been in that situation in the beginning. And so I just think she did all she could. I think it was a great throw on her part, and there's really nothing more we can ask of her.
Shelby, how did you feel in the circle? We know we've seen you on the boot all week and you're not 100%, but battling out there, how did you feel?
I felt well enough to go out and give my team a good performance. You know, if I didn't feel that I was confident enough to go out there and give us the opportunity to win, you know, I wouldn't go out there. But I think it's towards the end of the season. You know, we have potentially 2 weeks left, and I think that I have to give everything I can. And I have to push through whatever to help my team get to where we want to be. You know, it's a dream of ours to go to the World Series. Not a lot of people have been on our team, and so I just think that we got to do what we got to do to make it there.
It was pretty awesome to see Tiger Park like that, I imagine, huh?
Yes, it was amazing. You know, it feels great. Our fans are awesome, and it's just it's a good feeling to play for a packed house again.
Anything else for Shelby? All right, thanks, Shelby.
Thank you.
Just couldn't get the timely hit tonight. Just couldn't seem to get a break. I thought we hit things hard. We had some opportunities, just didn't capitalize on them. I thought Sandercock threw a nice game against us. I thought Shelby Sunseri threw a nice game against them. And, you know, we needed to win 2 games when we started today, and we're still in the exact same spot.
When you get into a matchup like this where the pitching is going to be so important, do you tell your team that in advance so that they don't react when maybe they don't have the success they wanted to, or do you not put that in their head?
I don't think that's something that we probably talked about, like her ERA or her record or any of that. I mean, I think they probably all understand that, but they knew that she was going to be good. They knew they had good pitching. They knew that's kind of how they got here. So I think they understood they needed to scratch one out, and they kept battling. I mean, they're having quality at bats all the way down to the last the bat in the 7th inning, you know. So I think they battled it out, and they, you know, kept trying to, and we just couldn't get anything to fall. I mean, the one ball falls, the Doyle hit, I think it's the 4th inning with the Leon 3rd, maybe the 5th inning. I mean, that's, you know, the kid makes a great catch right there. That's a game changer. And then, you know, you think the ball Danica Coffey hits is going to get over their head, but they run it down. So, I mean, we hit some balls hard all game long.
Coach, when Pleasance hit the ball in particular in the bottom of the 4th, when you heard the crack of the bat, did you think it had a chance?
I thought it had a chance. I don't know if it was going to get out, but I thought it had a chance to be a hit. You know, I thought she hit it well. I thought she barreled it up. So I don't know if I thought it had a chance, or I hoped it had a chance, but one of them.
There were a couple of balls near the winning track, you know, that could have been home runs, extra base hits. Just how frustrating that it didn't fall in the right place.
Yeah, it is frustrating that we couldn't get the timely hit. But like I said, I think our kids barreled things up all day. I think they squared things up. They hit things hard. So, you know, I think in time, those things will fall, and we have some time. We're going to see her again, I'm sure, at some point. So, you know, I think next time we see her, we'll be ready, and hopefully we can keep making progress and, you know, having better at bat after better at bat. And the more times we see her, and so things will start to fall.
You talked about still needing 2. You know, in this series specifically, that really probably rings true more than ever. Do you like the history kind of being on your side if game 1 doesn't go your way here?
Well, there's a lot of things about game one that are true, but I mean, the ball doesn't know, right? Like nobody's in the 2 times we played him in the Super, the team that won game one didn't win. And we don't win game one very often all season long. But we've still won 8 out of 10 series. I think we've only won 2 game ones. But all that stuff is great. Can we do it? Yes. Are we prepared to do it? Yes. Do we practice it? Yes. But the ball doesn't know.
Beth, what does Sandra Cock do that makes her so difficult? What did she do today?
She throws hard for one thing, really good velocity, and I think she's able to command her pitches on both sides of the plate. Throws something in, something out to us that I think are both good velocity and located well.
Shelby said you guys always kind of do it the hard way. Is that what you were alluding to? Did you tell the team that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that's a spot where we are unfortunately prepared for. I think we've been here way too often and, somehow seem to find a way in these spots. So hopefully it doesn't catch up to us here. Hopefully we can keep doing what we do and still keep finding ways to win, even when our back's against the wall. I think our team has a knack for that. I know they'll fight, that's for sure. I know they'll fight through it. So hopefully they can find a way to get one tomorrow.
How did she feel with Shelby continuing to stay with her stuff, just continuing to fight and keep going the game?
I thought Shelby did a good job of just continuing to battle. I think Shelby threw a really nice game today. I mean, there's one pitch I would like back. But otherwise, I think, she did a really good job of just keeping us in the ball game, of commanding the zone, keeping them off balance. I mean, I thought as a whole, we hit the ball harder than they did. Things just seemed to fall at the right times. I thought we barreled stuff up and had them on their heels a little bit, but just couldn't get it to fall. And then, they hit a little flare over our pitcher's head and that falls in for a hit. I mean, it's just softball. It's one of those things, it's just the way it goes, the way it bounces.
Coach, what's your perspective on Taryn's throw? Looks like she had a great throw to the plate. Just maybe the slide beat the throw.
I mean, if that ball's 1 foot closer, we probably throw her out. It's an awesome throw by Taryn. She's a great defensive outfielder. I mean, one of the best we've ever had here, and made a absolute perfect throw to the plate. So you can't ask for much more from her. You just, hope maybe the wind pushes that ball in 1 foot, or we throw it 1 inch lower, and then we can throw that kid out. But she did every single thing she could on that play and everything we asked for.
If you could comment on the crowd and just to be having this moment again, that whole song and dance.
Yeah, just so appreciative of the Tiger fans and so appreciative of everybody that came out tonight and supported our team. I think our team's worked so hard all year, and I think everybody's happy to be in this spot. The fans, us, we're all happy to be getting back to normal. And, I think our team deserves the support. They've worked really hard. So I'm really happy that people feel the same way I do and come out and cheer for them and support them. And hopefully they can carry us to victory tomorrow. Thank you.